Once upon a time, there was a good old traditional housewife. She cooked, she cleaned, cared for her children and the man of the house, and of course, she didn't talk back. She was both obedient and soft by nature. She was a good woman who always made good choices.
Shut that shit off.
We're good moms, bad choices.
Two single moms
Who said fuck the patriarchy
shared all their bad choices
and found out they weren't so bad after all.
We're experts,
overshares,
and your new besties.
Sit back and enjoy the ride. Welcome back to Good Moms, Bad Choices. I'm Erica.
And I'm Mila.
And this is a bonus episode, bitches.
What it do, baby? Are you ready for this bonus juice we got?
Bonus juice. This is a little bit different than the episodes we've done in the past. We're going to be looking at clips with you and reacting to them for the first time. Our wonderful team, shout out to May, put together these clips that I'm sure are going to either trigger us, make us laugh, or make us angry. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea what to expect.
The internet. It's a gamble. Oh, wait, I think we should smoke for this. Something tells me if we have to evaluate things that are on this fuck-ass internet, we might as well light a backwood.
Is this a specific flavor?
No, this is a true wrap.
I was going to say, this looks long.
You know, I like a long cigarette. It makes me feel fancy.
This is a long cigarette. It's not a cigarette. This is...
Unless you're
natural
smoking it without any weed in it.
Oh, yeah, the true wraps. You know why the true wraps are better? Because they don't come with all the stuff inside.
And the stuff doesn't get everywhere.
So if you want to do less work, get the true wraps.
They're a little bit softer, too. I feel like they're like a little bit less harsh if you don't like that.
And I feel like you don't have to wash them. I don't feel like people be washing their backwoods.
They don't, and it's a problem. But I did wash this one because we need a double wash.
I wonder if Backwoods needs to have instructions on their website for the smokers. Maybe they're not supposed to because technically it's not made for
they know what
cannabis consumption.
They know it's cannabis consumption. There's no Backwoods. 99.9% of their customers are for sure putting weed inside. If they don't know, I'm gonna tell you. There's very little people, maybe in the deep down south, just smoking backwoods for the fuck of it, like it's a Black and Mild.
I don't know.
I remember Black and Milds.
They tasted good. Wait, what were the ones with the crackly? Remember they had the plexiglass inside of them? You know the ones you used to hit? And like,
oh, you mean the like cigarettes? You crunch the camel crunch?
Was it Black and Mild that did that? The crunchy sound? There was a specific...
they got a one that did it. Yeah, it was like... Yeah, I do remember that.
What are those? Those are bad for you. Really bad.
The smell of backwood is triggering because my baby daddy used to smoke them. And so like the smell of...
Backwoods or Black and Mild?
Black and Mild.
Oh, yeah. My baby daddy smoked backwoods. Which is crazy because...
Is this therapy? Is it you getting over it?
No, I mean, back in the day, I didn't used to smoke backwoods because I was such a elitist for papers. But I actually really enjoy a backwood. I enjoy how it burns slower. And I don't know. I feel like, I don't know if anyone's been following our Instagram stories, but I've started to smoke backwoods with the shit inside. Okay? Because I've been on a smoking hiatus. It's an oral fixation that I have because I've been smoking since I was 13 that it's not even so much that I need to inhale the smoke. I just need to be doing of it. And so I smoked a backwood, the flavored backwood on Instagram, and everyone was very upset. Some people supported it. A lot of people were very mad. Outraged. But I enjoyed it. I get why people smoke cigars now. It makes you feel like very sophisticated, very pensive.
Are you smoking still or are you not smoking?
Here, give it to me.
Do you remember Peach Optimos?
Oh, yeah.
It's such an LA thing. It's clean, smooth, huh?
Tastes delicious.
Speaking of dumb shit on the internet or on the webs, have you ever watched Love at First Sight?
A long time ago.
It is so stupid. It's like Married at First Sight. They don't see each other till they're at the altar.
Yeah. I saw that.
A bunch of people who are desperate for husbands or wives, so they opt to...
And all their parents are stressed out.
They opt to marry a total stranger, and every time they do the reveal at the fucking altar, I watched one, and the girl's like, I'm like, bitch, what did you expect? You're marrying a stranger. You didn't have to have one look. She's just like, obviously disappointed because you have to have eyes on someone you're going to marry to be like,
but I can't remember, do they talk to each other at all?
No.
So yeah,
no talking.
This
no
is why
seeing.
Love is Blind makes a lot more sense. I'd rather do Love is Blind and get to know somebody,
right? At least I
than
like
just
your
trust
personality.
trust a therapist's evaluation.
The experts.
Yeah.
And this last one I watched, the experts and not expert. I don't think not.
You
one
know,
person
I
is
think
fucked.
that because we do our retreats and we pair people in rooms, I feel like we would be really good at Married at First Sight. I think that we would be really good. I think they need to bring the good moms on to do Married at First Sight because our room pairing at the retreats, 10 out of 10.
And you know what? All of the experts are kind of like, there's two older ones and one.
They're overthinking it. First of all, they're overthinking it. They're trying to use science.
You need to know attraction and chemistry.
Yeah, they need to go. And they probably haven't even really hung out with this person at all. And hung out with the other person to really see if they even would fuck with one another. I mean, granted, we don't really do it on the retreat. It's pure intuition and astrology.
They don't have any psychics. That's the problem.
It's intuition, astrology, and a series of questions.
Married at First Sight, you need more psychics like us. I've been trying to position myself to be one of those people who host the dating show because I just think I'd be great at it because, yes, the experts were not experting. And also, you're dumb. Why are you so desperate to get married? They're like 27, 28. Randomly, there'll be like a 37-year-old in there. But I'm like...
I think some of them are just trying to get paid. Or they think they're going to start their influencer
There's
career.
other ways to get paid.
They're going to start their influencer career because they're going to be a character on the show, and it's going to be so ridiculous.
They're all boring.
And they don't respect the sacred union of marriage, and they're like, fuck it, I can get a divorce.
No, they all really respect it. They all really want it. It's really sad, actually. Anyway, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Hit that shit, May.
Yo, if you don't know who your dad is, this is a trigger warning. In Fox's show, Who's Your Daddy?, contestants were adoptees looking for their birth father. But it wasn't that simple. 8 of the fathers were fake, and their job was to mislead the child into picking them, in which they'd win $100,000. Yes, they actually had people going through the emotional turmoil of finding one's birth father, and it was all a big game show. It's hard to think of a more cruel and pointless show than Who's Your Daddy? When it aired in 2004, it got such bad publicity that it was canceled after 1 episode. But with that said, this dude gave one of the best fucking performances of all time. Go watch it.
This is sick.
What kind of performance? Okay.
That's where it ends?
Okay, well, all I know is that's fucked up. We already have trauma from dads not being there. So now you're going to pretend like I found my daddy and then it's not going to be my daddy?
So none of the 8 contestants were actually the father?
There was only like 2 that were.
This is cruelly unusual, which also reminds me of the early 2000s. Do you remember before everybody
I hope
got
they connected
canceled?
the fucking daddies. If they got canceled, I hope they fucking connected the people that did have the daddies.
I doubt it. It's kind of like, remember The Swan? When they had like moms leave their families and they give them total makeovers, and then they finally canceled it because it was cruel and unusual.
Yeah, because they were doing like crazy plastic surgery, right?
All
They're,
these
like fixing their whole
10 surgeries, and then they'd make them work out. They'd be like in bandages trying to get skinny too, and then they would cover all the mirrors so they couldn't see themselves for like 2 months.
That was on for a few seasons.
I know, until people said this is weird.
Yeah,
fucking up people's self-esteem further by making them completely different people with plastic surgery.
Oh my god, that reminds me of Heidi Montag, who had like 30,000 fucking surgeries in one session.
I saw her on my
feed
lately. She does music.
Oh girl, yeah, her house burnt down in Malibu.
Oh,
her and Spencer Pratt have like a full-fledged like career of like, first of all, he sells crystals. He's like
he's a crystal seller.
Oh yeah, he's a crystal seller. He's like he's like famous for selling crystals. And she has a music career, and he is her number 1 fan. Like,
I thought they were going to break up.
Number 1 fan, like groupie, amazing husband. So their house burned down in Malibu, and then I think she went on tour to go get it rebuilt. People fuck with her. She has a really big pop following.
White people have an interest. White people, I need you to have more trust issues. I need white people to have more trust issues because the amount of fuckery I see in your mediocre entertainment industry lets me know that you guys just don't care.
No, they do have trust issues for us. Just not their own.
Okay, next one.
All right, you ready to go, man?
You not wearing that shirt to my game.
What's wrong with my shirt? Why you always gotta wear dad joke shirts?
Because I'm a dad. This might not be funny to some people that give like their kids their names and sign birth certificates and then leave. I'm one of the ones that stays, so I can joke about this. The real dad's gonna think this is hilarious. They're gonna be cracking up.
What about the other dads?
If the shoe fit and they don't like the message, they ain't got nothing to do with me. See, you don't know nothing about a dad that go get milk and don't come back. I come back every time I go to Costco. I come back with the milk. You got a good dad. You don't even know that. I'm funny. I'm handsome. I'm attractive.
All right, I get it.
You get what I'm going? You feel
Not
what
handsome
I'm saying,
and attractive.
Right? You got all of that in one daddy. I'm here, so I
What
can
is
joke
his
about
hat?
stuff like this.
I know,
don't drink
I
milk
saw that
anyway. I drink almond milk, so y'all do too, cause we all lactose. Come on, man, get ready. You're handsome, attractive, funny, good looking.
All right, I'm getting ready. I'm getting
Come
ready.
on, man. You got all of that in one daddy. Come on, man.
I want to get that shirt.
Why is it a raccoon?
I don't know what the raccoon
What is
means.
is the raccoon symbol? Is it symbolizing something?
I don't like that.
What is the?
Is that racist?
I also need to know what the hat stood for.
WET.
WET. Wet.
I'm sure we
There's
find
a
it on
lot
the
of
internet.
symbolism happening here, and then this also made me think of us wearing our merch to go pick up our kids at school. For example, this one: black as fuck, mom as fuck, fine as fuck. You can find this at goodmomsbadchoices.com. Shop /shop. And this one is cool. I don't know about that one.
Orlando always jokes with Luna about he's not coming back from getting milk, and so every time he leaves, she'll be like, "He's going to go get milk." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Is that really a thing? Like niggas were saying they're gonna go get milk and then
not
never
come back.
But
It's
specifically milk though.
Yeah, it's like a back in the day joke. Niggas wouldn't come back.
Okay.
It's my dad.
What's going on, bro? School was good?
Yeah.
Cool. Who's that in the blue backpack?
Who?
The blue backpack.
With the green shorts?
The blue backpack.
Right there?
Yeah. Who's that? Who's that?
He's in my class.
Yeah. Does he ever get picked up? Is that his mom?
Yeah.
Does he ever get picked up by anybody else? Like any guys or anything? You never seen his dad before?
I don't think he has a dad.
Cool. Y'all should be friends. Are you friends with him? You should invite him over for a play date.
He's not really my friend.
Yeah, but y'all should become friends. You can't just keep playing with the same people every day. You got to branch out. You got to get out there. You got to get to know different people. You got a birthday coming up, matter of fact.
My birthday's in 6 months.
I know, but we got to start planning it now. So how about I make some invitations? You give him an invitation to your birthday party that I'm gonna plan, and then if his mom has any questions, she can call me, and then yeah, we could do that for your birthday. But because he looks like a nice kid, y'all should be friends. That sound good?
I guess.
Cool. Yeah, let's get to know them.
I ain't mad. Look, daddy, find your mama, future baby mama at
Yeah,
school.
fucking right. If my baby daddy started dating a mom at the school, I'd be like, nigga,
Why? It's not your nigga no more.
I really don't give a fuck about that. But the school, like, come on, branch
That
out.
at least he knows he's taking care of they're both doing their jobs.
That's not a good look. What if it goes wrong? It's going to be a
I'd
bad.
rather that than a fucking random ass bitch from the streets.
But the trauma it might cause the child. She didn't ask for that. Nobody. Yeah, the kid might be like, please move around my school district.
Yeah, no, I'm for it.
So you can get the tea.
Let me tell y'all about the morning I had. Kay left me with the kids by myself to get them ready. Now, she normally don't do that. She normally get them ready before she leave. I will never in my life ever ask her what's taking so long again. It took me an hour and a half to get both these kids ready. I burned like 1,500 calories. Midway through the change, Roro poops. So now I gotta bathe him. I take him out of his clothes, I put him in the bathtub. Jackson was already dressed. You know what he did? He went and got up dressed because he thought he was going to the bathroom. Now he undressed, Roro undressed. We back at square one. I finally get them two dressed. I go to hit the door. I realize I ain't even got no damn clothes and I got on socks and drawers. Now I put Roro down. He's screaming at the top of his goddamn lungs. I'm losing my mind. He's screaming at the lungs. Jackson is no help. He's on his iPad the whole time. I finally get them ready. We get out the door. We get to the car. You know what I forgot? The car keys. Had to go back upstairs. I'm so tired. I don't even know where I'm at right now. I just want to go home. I just want to go home and take a nap.
Yeah.
Welcome to parenthood.
Yeah,
This is
welcome.
also why I very highly consider having multiples. One kid is a lot. When you double it, and they have 4 kids now.
You said consider it or don't consider
I'm
it.
saying consider before you have a second or a third or a fourth. How
or at
much
least
one
spread
is?
them out. Like, and now I think my daughter's at a good age where she could, help Roro take the bath. She's going to get dressed. She might even fuck around and make breakfast for both of us so that I have a moment to go get dressed.
That's the
Have
hope.
children far apart. I do not advocate for the what is it? The done and, what is it called? The 2 and...
2 under 2.
No, the
3.
done and done. What do they call it? When they fucking hurry up and have them all at the same time. Well, you know what the fuck I'm saying.
Back to back.
Back to backs. Don't do back to backs. That's slavery. Why would you do that?
I mean, but then we'll be raising kids 10 years apart for the fucking rest of our days.
That's fine. At least one of them gets proper attention. I feel like when you have 2 kids, it's hard to give them both, I would assume, the same amount of attention. Like Irie has gotten her full fucking dose of me, okay? So the next one can get another version dose of me. Probably a lot calmer one. Probably a lot calmer and nicer.
You know what I've heard? I heard that the second child is always completely nuts, and it's like the first child is like calm and cool because they trick you, so you can have another one, and then the next one you're like, what the fuck just happened? So hopefully
that would be interesting because my man is so calm. So if he had a wild child, that would be an interesting birth dynamic. How the fuck did that happen?
Have you ever asked him how he was as a child?
Actually, yeah, he was very hyper, he said, which is crazy because he's so calm.
He wasted all the energy.
And his parents are like, he was like just kicking shit all the time, flying off of things. Like, I think maybe that's why he does combat. He needs to
he had to channel the energy.
Yeah.
Lord help us.
Yeah.
Rappers that got more kids than Nick Cannon, part 1.
Oh, man.
And for those who ain't know, Nick Cannon got a whole basketball
He
team.
sure
He got
do.
10 kids.
God damn.
Got more.
Who?
He got Shawty Low. Rest in peace to him. He got 11 kids.
Damn, he ain't even with us no more?
He rest in peace to him. He tied up with Shawty Low. He got 11 kids.
Oh,
11.
shit.
So if you want DoorDash or you trying to make extra cash from a game, check out my link in bio. Last we got DMX. Don't know rapper got more kids than him. He got an army of kids.
Why are they showing all the dead daddies?
15?
DMX.
Why are they showing all the dead daddies?
Because they got the most kids.
Wait, this is depressing. Why the fuck? What about the ones that are alive? Why would they compare it to Nick Cannon? That nigga's still here. He can at least help. What? That was May. What the fuck?
Do you think that we have like maybe deep in our DNA, like maybe he's like the lineage of King Eazy-E, and he was just supposed to soil his royal oats, and so that's why niggas are just, they don't know what to do with that energy. There used to be royal, they've forgotten, and so they're just planting their seed everywhere. I'm just trying to be positive here.
Niggas are hoes.
That's why niggas really need to be on birth control. Like all these laws against women and our pussies and our wombs and what we can and can't do. We can only have one baby per 9 months.
No.
These niggas,
Men have no self-restraint. That's the problem. They don't know how to keep it in the pants. They don't know how to just restrain themselves. People need to learn semen retention, and I don't know. They need therapy.
Therapy.
My mom said no.
Yeah, but Daddy said you could have it.
No, my mom said no.
I'm in charge around here. You can have the lollipop.
Choke.
You can have the lollipop. I'm in charge.
He's so cute.
Gonna choke.
You gonna choke?
Oh.
You're not gonna choke. I'm gonna watch you.
No, I don't want it.
Why you don't want it?
Because my mom said no.
I'm in charge of your mommy. I make the rules,
No,
not
you don't.
her. You don't want it?
He's like, nigga.
Nah, I know you lying.
You fucking lying.
Now I know you fucking.
You fucking lying.
I know you fucking lying. I'm in charge of your mommy.
I want that baby.
That baby don't need no. That baby don't need no lollipop. He might choke. That's right. I remember Irie one time. She almost choked on a fucking piece of popcorn.
Isn't it crazy how those type of memories? Like I remember choking. I had to be fucking 3 or 2, like in Alabama, and it like lodged in my throat, and I've never forgotten that memory. Like, I guess near death is going to be trauma.
Yep. Well, I think that concludes.
We didn't see this one.
Oh, we didn't? Oh, never mind. Next video.
So one of the biggest reasons that I don't censor music is because there's only like 3 words in the human language that are actually bad. The rest of the time, if my child is in the car and she hears, "Move, bitch, get out the way," she'll look at me and go, "Did you just say a bad word, Dad?" No. He said an adult word. So when I'm an adult, I can say that? Hold me, when you're an adult, you can say whatever the fuck you want. Are you kidding me right now? So you're just going to let your kid go to school and just use profanity in front of all the other kids? No, they'll get in trouble for that. Until them kids are old enough, their room is the only safe place they have. Anywhere else they decide to use that shit, they're subject to a backhand.
Okay.
Do you let your kid curse?
You know, I've never heard Irie curse. Maybe when she was little, when she said shit and she thought it was funny. But I've never really heard her curse. I'd be like eyeing her when I play the music because I don't really generally play the censored songs unless it's like a lot of pussy and a lot of like just
Sexual.
it's too much. Yeah, it's usually if it's just cursing. But I always be trying to like look over and see, and she'd be.
I don't really look at the songs. Luna's not a cursor, but I will give her passes. Like, she didn't want to go on this ride in Disney World. And I was like, come on, just go on the ride. And I was like, if you go on the drop, you could say, fuck the fear. And she's like, I can. And I was like, yeah. And then she got on the ride. And then right before it got silent, you know, it's like the drop down, the Tower of Terror. And we're at the top and she goes, fuck the fear! She was really happy that I let her do that.
She couldn't wait to unleash that.
And she couldn't wait to unleash it.
So maybe letting your kids curse for empowerment?
Empowerment.
Affirmations?
Empowerment and motivation to do stuff that's scary, but you got to get over it.
You know, it's so funny that clip came up today because last night as I was going to sleep, I don't know why I was thinking about like how I communicate, and because I was listening to Shakem talk and he says fuck a lot too, and I was like, I know they always say like people who curse are highly intelligent, but also the internet will feed anybody anything.
They also say you're not smart because you can't think of any other words.
Well, I actually think I more so agree with that narrative than the other one. I think that's just a shareable meme that people who curse want to share because they can't find other words, aka me. And I was thinking like, I always feel like I feel like women, when I hear women, I think it's more so women, maybe this is like my conditioning. When I hear women cursing a lot, talking about something important, aka us sometimes, I think, and then I hear women who don't, and they're having important conversations, I feel like the message feels a bit more potent without it. I can see why it's necessary in some cases and why but I don't know why I was thinking to myself like maybe I need to stop cursing so much and really challenge myself, not because I want to stop cursing for the Lord, but because I need to challenge myself to find more words besides fuck, shit, bitch.
We need to find more words in general. Our language is limited, and unless you continue to seek like new vocabulary, you'll start recycling the same words.
I actually think you need to like pick a word a month and just like say it a lot, because I know a lot of words. They're there. I know that they're there. It's just I don't use them enough to like pull them out of my brain in important moments where I'm like, that could have been a more flowery statement had I used the other words that I know.
Do we need to have adult spelling tests? Like every week, every Friday, we need to have a spelling test like the kids do in elementary school so we can expand our vocabulary. But I also think it depends on the audience, right? Like sometimes if I'm listening to it depends on the audience. I think sometimes maybe it's a little bit more relatable and then they'll hear the message just because like, I use fuck, they use fuck. Yeah, fuck that. You know?
I mean, of course.
Are you in the court of law? Like, where are you?
I think that our audience listens to us because we talk how we do. But I'm just saying, I think there is still I don't want to say classiness, just a more intelligent way to express oneself without cursing that I was considering exploring last night, because I was like, I do curse a lot, and I don't know if it's because I can't find the words or it's because I don't know. I guess I'm still pondering why it is, because. And like, when did I start cursing so much? Like, at what age was it? Was it was it in high school, or was it here in this space? Like, was it when I became a mom and I became less patient? So
these are questions I've literally never asked myself. I've come from a long line of cursors. My dad curses a lot. My grandmother cursed a lot. I don't know if it's like an East Coast thing, but I guess it developed in my early stages hearing my whole family cuss.
And I didn't. Like, my mom doesn't curse a lot. My dad, yeah, but I didn't grow up with him. Mm-hmm. So it was definitely like a learned behavior. It wasn't at home. It was outside. So anyway.
Listen to your... Oh, you want to pull hair? Get off me. He's pulling hair. Get off of my hair.
Truce.
Stop.
Truce, go up.
Look at the one in the back. Look at the baby in the back. Like, what the fuck is going on? Code one.
You didn't help.
Code red.
Not his banging the baby's head on the steering wheel. God damn.
I think that you need to fight your kids so they know this could happen in the outside, and they might fuck you up.
That's true.
You want to fight? Let me show you what fighting looks like. You want to have fighting words? This is what happens.
I don't give a fuck. These is not the same dogs that we was having when we was kids and growing up. Cause I just don't remember all this coming with motherfucking dogs. Like the dogs be having allergies, girl. They got certain motherfucking diets and shit. Baby, back in the day, baby used to feed a dog pedigree, send that motherfucker to the backyard, and leave that motherfucker alone. Baby, you did not go to the vet every couple of months and shit for checkups. Bitch, like these dogs nowadays, bitch is in your pockets. Oh my mama, it's in your motherfucking pockets. This shit is crazy. On the dead homies. Because this motherfucker bougie, come here, girl. Cause this motherfucker is expensive.
I don't disagree. I've seen the dogs with a lot of accessories. I've seen niggas with strollers. When I went to college and came back, and I was this is what I remember being at a specific time, like leaving in 2006, coming back probably the following year, and going to the Fashion Square Mall, and there was bitches with the dog in the mall.
Yeah,
and I was like,
yeah, that was a. I remember
that was like an error, right? Like
yeah.
they were like, can we please bring the dog to the mall? And then like across all of Los Angeles,
but in the stroller specifically. Oh my god, I remember that we had a friend that we both know who I don't know if you ever witnessed her and her stroller. Dog. You know who the fuck I'm talking about?
Of course I do.
Bitch, she would bring that dog everywhere in the fucking stroller, and I was like, you can't. Like, I would be so embarrassed.
And it wasn't a little dog; it was like a fat, ugly dog. And she would bring it everywhere
in the goddamn stroller, and then have the audacity to be mad at the restaurant. Like, bitch, what are you talking about?
You can't bring the dog to the sushi restaurant, ho.
No.
And one time it was like barking, and I was like, "Yo, girl, you got to shut this dog up." And actually, this is both our friends separately for like 6 months, 10 years ago. One time I saw her at a party, and she was like, "I gotta go to the bathroom. Can you hold Henny or whatever the fuck the dog?"
That wasn't it. That was the dog's name.
It was.
No, it was Henny.
It was Henny. No, it was a gin. Hendrix,
but she called him Henny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's like, "Can you hold Henny?" And I was like, "Okay." She hands me the dog. The bitch disappears. I must have been like drunk. I was at a party and I must have let the dog go. And it was like a mansion Beverly Hills party. And she came back like, "Where is Henny?" And I was like,
being a dog, roaming around.
Why did you give me? Why did you bring Henny to the fucking dog, to the fucking human party, and why did you give him to me? She was fucking pissed. That might have been the end of that friendship, because as soon as I left, I let Henny go. She was so mad.
I think because humanity has gotten so ghetto, people have also like put more emphasis into animals, which I'm not opposed to. I get it, because humans are fucked up. At least dogs give you unconditional love, but there is a line. Like, for example, my aunt, like, she's obsessed with her dog. My cousin and my aunt came to my mom's house. They hung out. I was late, and so I guess like they had hired a dog person to go stay with the dog to come over to my mom's house for like 3 hours. Like, the dog cannot be alone. So the lady had to leave, and there was like a period of like, I don't know, like 20 to an hour minutes where the dog was going to be alone. And like, it was just unacceptable. She had to leave. And for her, I know that this is like, there's like a very deep, like emotional tie happening here. And so I think
dependency.
Yeah, it's a codependency, but like when it interferes with your life in that way. However, I was thinking that at some point I might be ready to get another dog, which is crazy because if you've been on the journey of my good moms, bad choices life, I've been like very animal. No. I think after I had my dog, and then I had a child, and then my dog got old and sickly. I was just like, fuck this shit. I'll never do this shit again. But now my love for dogs is blooming again. But I think that also we've been poisoning our dogs, which is why the ends of their life are so fucking horrible. They're getting like brain tumors and fucking cancer, and all this crazy shit is happening to them because we're feeding them pedigree.
I mean, they're feeding us cancer food.
Exactly. So if I did have another dog, I would probably be a little bit more on the spectrum of that than I'm gonna just put my dog in the backyard. Like, I'm gonna probably cook the food or have like real food and not just kibble that's gonna eventually give me doctor's bills, or I'm gonna have to pay $3,000 because little whatever the fuck his name is gonna be has a tumor in his head.
Do you remember that whole season where we were on online dating and like we were so anti men with dogs?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I dated 2 guys specifically that definitely liked their dogs more than they liked me.
Oh yeah,
Without
I witnessed
question.
it. I saw it happen.
2, like not 1, 2. I think there is something to say that there's a codependency that happens because, I mean, humanity is very ghetto, but also, yeah, I don't want a man who is like so connected to their dog because they don't have kids and they don't have friends. And I just can't do that. I also really don't like men with cats. I think that's really strange. It's very, I don't know. I don't like it.
The rule that I was telling Shakem about if we ever got a dog, which is not happening right now in the near future at all, is that it cannot interfere with our life.
It's
like,
impossible.
If we want to go on a trip, I don't want to fucking hear that. Who's gonna watch?
That's what happened.
Who's gonna watch Sparky?
The dog can't.
We can only go for 1 week. You can't go for 2 because
and then they have to put in doggy hotel.
So that exactly. So we need to have a real budget for this dog because if I want to go away for 30 days, we're going away for 30 days, and Sparky's gonna have to go to doggy hotel. Or Sparky's going to have to be small enough to want to go to someone's house or be cute enough that someone really wants to take Sparky for 30 days because Sparky is not going to interfere with my travel schedule.
It's impossible. The only dog I want to have is one that lives in the jungle and can feed itself, fend for itself, walk itself, go to the beach by itself, smile, and come back. The jungle dog's the only dog I can have. And not even a jungle cat. I don't even like I don't like cats, but in the jungle I would have one. Oh, one more thing, very dark, speaking of cancer. This girl, I was having lunch with her, and she's like, you know what they're saying, right? It's not if you get cancer, it's when. And I was like, got it, thanks.
Okay.
Thanks for that disturbing information. Sorry, you just said the kibble's going to give everybody cancer, and actually, no, the regular store at the supermarket is. So everybody beware. You're welcome.
Wonderful.
Saying about the AC. All I'm asking, don't touch the motherfucking air conditioner and we won't have a problem.
He's hot.
I don't give a fuck if it's hot. You wanna know why it's so goddamn hot? It's so hot because you on that motherfucking game all day and all night screaming, blowing out all that hot breath. I would be hot too. Shut the fuck up and you won't be hot.
Why you always got the game in there?
Because the game got everything to do with it. You in there screaming like a goddamn maniac. I don't want to hear that all damn night. I still have work to do. So I don't want to be up till 3 and 4 in the morning because you in there screaming like somebody trying to kill your ass.
They are. Literally.
Whatever. Second thing, the kitchen. 9 p.m., the kitchen is shut down. So if you want to eat, you better get that shit done between the hours of 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. After 9 p.m., I don't want to catch you in the kitchen. Period.
That's 9?
9. I don't want to. 9 o'clock.
9 is a little bit too early.
Okay. Well, I can't help you. Drink water. All you
Drink water.
Drink water. Drink water. Fill up the big ass gallon jugs that y'all got. It should last you until the morning. That's why you're so hungry, because you're dehydrated. Drink more water and you won't be as hungry. Those are the rules for this summer. If you want to have a smooth summer, stick to the fucking script. That's it.
Not 2 rules.
Chaotic gang 5 times. She must have 5 kids. That's a mom with multiples. She ain't got time. She got to keep them kids in order.
You have to be militant when you have multiple children.
Yeah.
They'll outnumber you.
I know. That's what Shakem told me about his family, because he has 1,000 siblings. So he was like, my mom was like, everyone get on the couch, line up, sit down, everyone dress, put the socks on at the same time. Like,
you have to, or it becomes war, and you're going to lose because there's more of them than there is of you. I'm telling you, those multiples, it gets choppy.
And let me tell you, this air conditioning bill is crazy. I agree. Take those goddamn shoes off, put some shorts, play in your goddamn chones if you must, because we're not putting the air on unless absolutely fucking necessary. Even last night, I was hot as hell. I have a fan. I put that shit on. I opened the door because the way my bill was a few months ago when we had a fucking heat wave, for 5 seconds.
It's because the valley is hot as fuck. The valley is hot, and yeah, pumping air. We live in the desert. You got to pump it all day, all night, all morning, or else if you like put it on too late, it's fucked. It won't work.
Someone said that if you keep turning it on and off, the bill is higher. Is that true?
I
don't
heard
believe
that.
I don't believe that. Right? That doesn't make no sense.
My
right?
shit's on and off all night, or like on the auto.
Because I'll just turn it on for like 1 hour to just try and cool it down right before I go to bed.
You know,
and then I turn it off the rest of the day.
You know what it is? It makes it work harder to get cool. So if it's on at like a even temperature all day, then it will be consistent. But if you turn it on like when it's going to have to work harder to bring it down to that temperature. So maybe it's true.
So I'm just supposed to keep it on all day instead of just for 1 hour?
But maybe for like 74.
I don't believe that. Because the way I use it, I don't know. It's I only have it on for 1 hour a day.
And it's
so I should just keep it on for 24 hours?
I don't know. You got to do the math.
No, I had it on when I lived in my other house because the insulation was so bad because remember my garage was like right next to the living room?
Oh, yeah.
I would have to pump that shit all day long for the house to even be cool. But now my house, I have a second floor, and that's where heat rises, so it's fucking hot upstairs.
You know, these are all the things that you like when you're little. You didn't understand like why your mom's acting so fucking nuts over the air. My grandma used to be so hot in my goddamn grandma's house. It's like old lady shit. And I'm like, girl, you could not put the fucking thermometer on 78. That's not doing shit.
Yeah, like who's paying this bill?
Yeah, and that's what she would say. And I'm like, girl. And then the whole family would complain, and then my uncle would finally say, "I'll pay it. Just fucking turn it down."
I know. Irie the other day, what was she asking me for? And I said no. She's like, why? I was like, because what you mean why? Because I'm paying for it. That's why. And then her daddy must have sent her $150 on Apple Cash. She's like, I have money. I was like, okay, you know what? You spend all your money then. Go ahead. Spend all your money.
Yeah, and also the rule about not being in the kitchen between 9 and 9. That's another thing. I have a hungry ass kid, but we don't even have boys. Boys eat a lot of shit. All day, every day. They just fucking go in and out eating.
But why not? Is it because she doesn't want to wake up to messes? Is it because she doesn't want to wake up to like the food that she thought she had not being there in the morning?
Probably both.
Okay, yeah.
Niggas eat everything. Even Orlando eats all the fucking kid snacks. I'm like, my nigga, that is obviously for the lunch. You see that applesauce in a pouch? It's not for you. And it's very annoying. Men eat too much. 9 to 9. I like that idea. Orlando. Do you have any summer rules that you're implementing?
Yeah, I do. My summer rule is that she has chores. So actually this week, when we get back from Costa Rica, that was when it was going to begin because it's going to be too hard while I'm gone, is that she has to make her bed every morning. She has to do the dishes, whether she fucking put them in there or not. Because that's the whole thing too. Like I'll be like, do the dishes. She's like, these aren't my dishes. I'm like, girl, what the fuck are you talking about? The amount of
everything. This is not my school that I got to drop you off to.
Everything that I do that's not my problem. Yeah. Okay. So there's that. There's the dishes. There's also this summer is the first time she has summer reading, like mandatory summer reading. So she's going to have to be reading, and I want her to start journaling. So we've already started our group journal together, but I want her to start writing on her own. So that is going to be implemented before we leave. So when I come back, I need to see, I don't need to read her entries, but I need to see that you've been writing something down.
It's so hard to be a parent. Like, make them equipped adults, give them responsibilities. And you know what I did recently that I think might work? She was on, like, I saw her phone ringing. The whole fourth grade or some shit has a group. Fucking, they're all on FaceTime. And I answered the phone. And she's like, no, answer it. Because she was doing the dishes. And I was like, hi, guys. What are you guys doing? I'm like, do you guys clean your room? Do you have chores? And the boy was like, yeah, I have chores. I'm like, what are your chores? He's like, clean my room. So I'm like, let me show you Luna's room. And she's like, no, don't do it. I'm like, this is Luna's room. It's not clean. You should talk to your friend about. So I think that might maybe embarrass them.
Shame?
Yeah. You think no one's going to see this shit? Wait till I pick up the phone and show all your friends from school.
Okay, well that's a tactic for sure.
Just in case you were needing tactics, since I obviously
good old shame that'll do the trick.
I haven't secured the consistency. Like I noticed if I like bitch enough, she started to make her bed every morning. But like I guess I've
no. I mean that's the problem is the consistency. But I'm making a chart that I'm putting on. She's gonna get rewarded, even though she shouldn't really get rewarded. She should just do the shit. But some of them will be not always. They're not gonna be like money rewards. It might be experiences. It might be you get to pick the movie for tonight. Because even last night I wanted to watch The Wood, and she was so mad because she's like, I don't want to watch this. This is not my movie. I'm like, do you know how many times I have to fucking sit and watch the movies that every time? I don't think I ever sit and watch any movie that I want to watch with you. And so I was like,
is the one a kids movie?
It's not. But we skipped over that one part. And we weren't even, she wasn't really watching it.
Did you fast forward it, or did you like, you know what I'll do? Like when I know a part's coming up, I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to tell you something.
It was too long. This was like a 10-minute situation.
Okay.
Like, no, we had to fast forward over it.
My acting skills, when I know something inappropriate is about to come up, but I don't want to make it weird. Oh shit, guess what? She's like, what? And I'm like, waiting until it goes off, and like, oh, okay, yeah. And then it goes back to the regular part of the movie. I'm like, anyway.
No, I said this is inappropriate. We're going to skip over this part. That's what I said.
And then did she like the movie at the end?
She barely watched it. That's what the whole thing. I was like, girl, you're not even going to watch it because we were playing Speed. So she wasn't even focused on the movie. She was focused on trying to beat me in Speed. So
yeah, I don't like a lot of kid shit. So we're going to either watch stuff that's like adult-ish, something in the middle. Like Friday. That's a fam favorite. I don't know if that's really a kid's movie, but I don't really want to watch a bunch of kid shit. Just like I don't want to listen to fucking Kid Bop. And I don't want to hear the fucking... I've listened to Hamilton so many times, and I actually used to like it, but I'm just like, we're going to have to find a happy medium. You're almost 11.
No, it's time for discipline because our kids are going to 5th grade. I don't want to wake her up in the morning anymore. I don't want to get her dressed and figure out her fucking uniform. Like, why am I figuring out it's a uniform? Like, why am I figuring this out? Figure it out. Oh, laundry. That's another thing that we're doing. We're starting now too. So I need help. And I'm realizing I have an able-bodied human in the house. Okay. Like, you need to help me.
Pull your weight.
So that's what's happening. And, I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be good. And I'll give you an update. Just tell you how it's going.
If you are a parent who's further along than we are, maybe 12, 13, you've gone through the preteen stage, the implementing responsibility stage, please, I would really love some advice. If you want to come in the DM, if you want to go to our website and give, put it in the
comments of this YouTube.
Please give us advice because we don't know what the fuck we're doing. And every age is a new age that I haven't experienced raising a child in. And I'm realizing, like, A, I need to read some books, even though I feel like I say this every year, and B, I don't
even know if you have to read books, girl, at this point. Literally, you can chat GPT this shit. And also, it's
not chat GPT.
Also, like, you just know. We know what we need to do. I had chores. So I had chores. My daughter is just a bit spoiled at this point. So I had chores early.
That's even scarier because the kids are kind of spoiled. So, like, how do you unspoil them? Because they already know you're soft.
Because you have to start. Well, I'm still going to be. I don't want to be hard. I don't want to be hard. But
I mean soft, and as in like they can get over and not be consistent. Like, see her, that
no.
Lady,
well, and I consistently have to make sure that I'm implementing the whatever it is that I say I'm going to do and do it. Whether that's the punishment, whether that's the reward, whether that's the schedule, like that's what has to happen. And I'm doing it because ultimately it benefits me.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, it benefits her too, but ultimately I'm doing this for my own benefit because I'm a single mom and I live alone. So I need fucking help and I need her to be self-sufficient. I don't want her sending her off into the world and her being a fucking stupid little like woman who doesn't know shit about anything.
I know.
I see friends like that. I see girls and boys like that. And I'm like, that is not about to be my child. No.
I would be telling Luna, I'm like, you don't want to be a filthy ass woman or a filthy girl. I'm like, it's not cute. I'm like, this fucking bathroom. I'm always bitching about the bathroom. Like, looks like a public restroom. I forgot to tell you the other day. She's like telling me she went to your baby daddy's house, and she was like, I don't know. I'm like, what? She's like, the bathroom's really dirty. I'm like, that's what your bathroom looks like. You see? You see you talking shit?
The bathrooms were dirty? Oh, good.
I'm like,
at Irie's bathroom?
I don't know. She slept over there. She's like, the bathroom's really dirty over there. And I was like so happy to have a moment to be like, see?
You shouldn't have told me that. Now I'm stressed out.
I know. I mean, I had to tell you.
I mean, you didn't need to tell me. What the fuck, nigga?
Then I was like, I was going to tell you earlier, but I was like, what is she going to say?
This is crazy. He has money to get that's the craziest part. Is like he can get a housekeeper multiple times a week if he wanted to.
Well, you're a man. You would assume that you would just do that because
he lived with me. I like a clean house, and I've always had a housekeeper, no matter how broke I was or not. Like, it's going to happen. I'm going to clean it, or someone else is going to help me clean it once a month. Deep clean this shit, okay? Specifically the bathroom and the kitchen. I can't do messy kitchens. I can't do nasty bathrooms. That's where my fucking my things are open there. It's not happening.
My things are open.
Pussy's open. My feet are open. Like, no.
Yeah.
So my mouth is open, like, no, it's not happening. And now I'm going to, I always ask Irie too. I'm like, so when's the last time, like, you know, like you got a room refurbishing, like, you know, like went through the clothes, like went through your clothes. I feel like she still has clothes in there from when she was like 2 years old.
Of course she does, because you think this nigga.
And I've told her, I was like, why don't you go this time and like go through your stuff and
Well,
make your room nice.
She's, you might have to go over there and just be like, I just need to come by.
What, take pictures?
No, clean.
Oh. I'm like,
that was
shoot it up.
That was a spray bottle. That was bleach. Yeah, I don't know how to implement, like, I'm like, nobody wants to be around a dirty female. It's disgusting. I mean, people are going to talk shit about it.
I'm surprised Irie does. I mean, I'm sure she knows, because
she's not going to talk bad about
my
her
house.
dad,
My house is not like that. So I'm sure she goes over there. That's probably why she'd be like, Mom, can you come get me?
But if a 10-year-old is peeping, a 10-year-old who doesn't clean and is not good with consistency is like, yeah.
Maybe I need to tell him that Irie said it.
Yeah, don't tell her, because Luna will never be able to come back over. Luna already tells me, like, don't say anything. I'm not.
As we're on a public platform talking about this shit. Shout out to my baby daddy. Clean your house, nigga.
We got people watching.
10-year-olds. Well, this was fun.
Send us, if you have clips that you want us to review, send them in, because we like to look at fun shit too. This is all we do all day, is send each other memes. This is what I do I've got to get off the internet. It's warping my brain, but thank you for this. This was very fun. Thanks, May. Happy Father's Day, you guys.
Happy Father's Day.
I hope you guys are putting your fist down for the beginning of summer, or else you're going to be taken over. So just make your rules and implement them now.
I agree.
I was thinking, in Costa Rica, our fucking kids can't be waking up at fucking 2:00 in the afternoon while we're retreating. Remember, like last year, we would call and they'd still be asleep. The nanny would cut, like the nanny came and it was fucking 1:30 and they're just rolling over from bed.
They have you want them to have chores in Costa Rica?
They have to, or else they're gonna fall off by the time we come back.
It's
like these fucking spoiled ass kids.
Yeah.
She's like, Mom, when are we leaving? When are we leaving to Costa Rica? I'm like, boy, the life you live, my love.
I'm proud of it. But the chores need to be implemented ASAP.
I agree. Speaking of the summer in Costa Rica, if you have not planned your summer vacation yet, this is your sign to book the retreat now. You can make payments. You have time. It's on the Caribbean side of Costa Rica. It's 2 women's retreats, one July 31st to the 5th and one the 8th to the 13th. We have a few spots left. I know you've heard this before. I know you keep saying you're going to come and you haven't. Now is your motherfucking chance. Everything is covered. Every delicious real meal, your stay. We take over the whole property. We have adventures. You're going to meet new friends. You bring a friend. It's going to be beautiful.
And don't be afraid. Like, I think some people see like, oh my God, I'm going to share a room with someone. Like we said, we are professional matchmakers. The rooms are very spacious. We spend so much time outside of the room too. And the property is huge. There's so many places to kind of just lounge. You have your own private patio. And it's really just about kind of surrendering to getting uncomfortable and having a new experience for 6 days. So you'll survive. In fact, you'll thrive when you come. And if you click the link in this episode description, you can find all the information there. And we'll see you this summer in Costa Rica.
Moms deserve a summer break too. It's your summer vacation too. Don't let those kids suck up all your energy. You need to refurbish, you need to refresh so that you have the energy for the next school year, because taking kids to school every fucking day and trying to get them on time and making lunches is a lot.
Tis. Well, until next week, we'll see you then. We love you.
Bye.
I'm living so good, can't you tell? I went through a drought, that's until I found a well. Made my heaven on earth, I used to be broke as hell. Now I got the blues dancing like Beyonce Giselle. Throat chakra popping, it's power in our voices. Patriarchy kept it in the box to exploit us. Women put the P in power, so it's pointless. They want me to be good, so I made bad choices. Bad mom, not a bad mom, but a bad mom. Get her Zen on, put cannabis in her bath bomb. Walked in, boss was capping, I blew his cap off. Top dog now, I'm immune to the cat calls. Curvy in the waist, but straight to it like a dollar sign. Mother and a lover, intuitive like a water sign. Warrior in the winter and sensual in the summertime. I do it all, ain't no one I need to run it by.